ええ。早く着かないかな。
It would seem so.
That is so.
Yeah. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Everything all right? Hi there. Hi there. Yes.
さあ。
It is so. A little toy always pleases the ears. No, I don't think so. Not my problem.
何か作ってもいい？
You expect me to believe that? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. would seem so.
とりあえず
Really dead then?
知らない。
You expect me to believe that? No, I don't think so.
たくさん作るんだ。
How can I argue with that? Not my problem. A little coin always proves wheels. How can I argue with that? How can I argue with that? Expect me to believe that?
How can I argue with that?
It would seem so. Can't be helped. can I argue with that? How can I argue with that? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. It can't be helped. A little coin always greases the wheels. You expect me to believe that? It would seem so. How can I argue my problem? You expect me to believe that? How can I argue with that? No. I don't think so. How can I argue with that? A little coin always greases the wheels. Oh, can't be helped.
How can I argue with that?
No, I don't think so. It would seem so. My problem.
さあ
I Dragons breathing fire in the sky. Vampires brazenly attacking people on the street. It's the end of the world, I tell you. How can I argue with that? I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. No, I don't think so. How can I argue with that? A little coin always greases the wheels. How can I argue with that? It would seem so. You expect me to believe that? How can I argue with that? How can I argue with that? How can I argue with that? My problem. Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it? A little coin always greases the wheels. How can I argue with that? Can't be done. How can I argue with that? How can I argue with that? Oh. How can I argue with that? You expect me to believe that? It can't be helped. My problem. Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you? A little coin always greases the wheels.
네.
Let
お
me know
腹
if
が
you
ペ
want
コペ
anything.
コ。
Think I got a clean
This
mug
is an
around here
ode to
somewhere.
Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone.
How can I argue with
The
that?
age of aggression is
You're
just
that visitor been
about
poking
done.
around.
We'll drive out the storm
Attic
clouds and
room,
restore
eh?
what we own.
Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll
A little
sing.
coin always greases the wheels.
Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to
We'll
talk.
see it wipe
Follow me.
of the
How can I
scourge
argue with
has
that?
sullied our hopes and our dreams.
How can I argue with that?
Close the door.
Nah, I don't think so.
Come on, now we can talk.
How can I argue with that?
You expect me to believe that?
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere.
Nah, I don't think so.
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
How can I argue with that?
Not my problem.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that
It
is.
would seem so.
Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant.
You expect me to believe that?
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
It would seem
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Yes, we're very old enemies.
not my problem.
And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
It can't be helped.
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
How can I argue with that?
A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong.
A little coin always greases the...
You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do.
I argue with that.
I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty.
It can't be
The
helped.
pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
How can I argue with that?
That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
A little coin always greases the wheels.
Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
How can I argue with that?
Eh,
Kynesgrove is this way.
Hara.
We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice. If my analysis is correct, the dragon buried near Kynesgrove will be the next to come back to life. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. Dragons are coming back, and you're a born dragon slayer. That's all you need to know right now. The Dragonstone was a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, down in the Gerals near Riften. The one at Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds.
I don't think so.
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. We hurt them in the past, and they have long memories. Let's get going.
meh.
You expect me to believe that?
どこ？退屈だわ。
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking! It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out. Don't you know there's a dragon attacking?
Eh.
Lokunir,
Hara.
Zil Grodova Ursa.
Steady. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduinturi, Oanti Bokriha Sudixejun Kuzik. Gesalkanir, Kalimir. Folusai Doki. Zuu, Koral Nin no Dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance to dare take for yourself the name of Dova. Salukanir, Kridar, Jur.
Now!
I am Salakush.
Gotta bring it down. You gotta bring it down.
My lord Alduin requires your death. I am glad to oblige him. Glory to you. Hiding will not save you.
This is our best chance! You gotta ground that bastard! Let's get this over with. Come on! This is our best chance! Gotta bring it down! Shit. Come on! This is our best chance!
Orikuhin Saleko Sabanga.
Gotta bring it
こ
down!
れで元気が出ますように。
To regret this. That it? That your best? I'll gut you like a horker. At last, a worthy opponent.
What do you wish? Come on, this is our best chance.
My voice has been silent for too long. Orikuhin Saleko Sabanga. I see that mortals have become
Sovngarde.
Hiding will not save you.
I'll be damned. You did it. Wait, no. It's happening. God's above. It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it! We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor Embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Someone there? Is someone there?
どうしたらいいの？
Think you can beat me? No! How myself? You won't be standing alive! Victory or Sovngarde!
Don't just stand still to do your big wind-up blows. Which way you're moving changes what happens, and can be a big advantage.
Help!
This should be good.
Someone do something!
Somebody, help!
Hi there.
Oh, it's good to see you again.
Yes.
It is so.
Kill him.
Time to end this little game.
Yeah?
This ends now!
Yeah?
Where are you?
You're out of here.
とりあえず どうしたらいいの？
I'll gladly kill you myself.
Enough. This ends now.
Not impressed.
Yeah?
out of here.
My problem.
Someone do something.
Those big, powerful
This should be
blows are
good.
tiring. Pace yourself until you've got the stamina to do it.
You can't beat me.
I don't think so.
Welcome. Let me know
何
if
か
you
食
want
べ物が
anything.
欲しいな
I think I got a clean.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
How can I argue with that?
Nah, I don't think so.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet.
Can't be helped.
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files.
I don't think
I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Nah, I don't think so.
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
Nah, I don't think so.
How can I argue with that?
Huh? We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
How can I argue with that?
Of course. I understand. Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
How can I argue with that?
We got room... Huh? I'm just the cook, lass. I ain't looking to make friends.
I need some more ale, Orgnar. I'll
Until
find
next
some
time.
wine for you, I always do.
Until then, I've no ale for you. You like skeever liver? No? Tough luck. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
That.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. How can I argue with that?
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
How can I argue with that?